Retargeting used to be straightforward with meta ads. You'd have a prospecting campaign, you'd have a retargeting campaign, and they wouldn't really overlap or interact with one another. But nowadays, targeting is done more algorithmically, which means you may be asking yourself, do I even need a dedicated retargeting campaign? Today in this video, we're gonna answer that question for you. My name's Sean Bacastow, and I've used meta ads to help some of the world's top celebrities sell products online. Now, I run an ad agency called PureFunnel where I help brands grow. So first off, what is retargeting? If someone comes to your website or interacts with one of your brand's accounts or ads on Meta, if you show them another ad, that's retargeting. You've probably experienced this if you've gone to a company's website and looked at a product, and now suddenly you're seeing that product all over Facebook and Instagram. The main question we're answering today is, do you even need a dedicated retargeting campaign? And the short answer is, no, you don't. And there's 3 reasons for that. The first reason is, my golden rule of meta advertising is to keep your account as simple as possible. If you can get away with it, ideally that means one campaign. This is what that campaign structure might look like. So you have one campaign, one Advantage Plus ad set, and then up to 6 ads at a given time. And the reason I say 6 ads is because Meta in their own documentation says that after 6 ads, there's diminishing returns. So to get maximum efficiency, you want 6 ads or less live at any given time within an ad set. So that means that you could be testing 2 to 3 new creatives at any given time, and you could have 3 to 4 winners that the test ads are competing against. And Meta will intelligently distribute your budget amongst your creatives based on which creatives they think are most likely to produce your desired actions. So typically this is what one of my accounts looks like. I have one campaign, I have the ad set, and then I have these 6 creatives. And I'm typically testing 2 creatives at a time versus 4 winners. So now let's go to the second reason, which is Meta automatically retargets for you. When you create a prospecting campaign, Meta is actually saying, hey, rather than you having to create a dedicated retargeting campaign, which you used to have to do in the past, we're just gonna take some of your budget and allocate that towards existing customers and people who are engaged with your brand. And this is what that looks like. This is a campaign that I ran recently, and you'll see that 17% of my budget was spent on retargeting. So between engaged audience, which is people who are engaging with my brand on Facebook and Instagram, and then existing customers, people who have already bought my product, Meta is intelligently distributing budget to those audiences. And this is so much more efficient than if I was to create another retargeting campaign and arbitrarily say, okay, well, I'll have 25% of my budget go to retargeting. No, if you keep it within one campaign, Meta will just make that decision for you based on how your campaign is performing. Now, I want to dive into my ad account and show you exactly how to make sure that your engaged and existing customer audiences are defined within your ad account. This is something you'll have to set up. So if you go to advertising settings within Ads Manager, you can click on audience segments here, and then you can define what your engaged audiences and your existing customer audiences are. So for instance, you could create a custom audience that's purchasers 180 days or something like that. That could be your existing customer audience, and you would just list it here. For your engaged audience, you can list people who visited your site. You can put people from your email list, really whatever you want. And then once you've defined your audience segments within advertising settings and you create a campaign, you can look here under breakdown, demographics, audience segments, and it will show you each segment. I actually, this is kind of my dummy account, so I do not have these defined, but if I did, it would show you engaged and existing and new audience and unknown as well. So this is what it looks like when it shows up and you've had some spend. So to recap, there are 3 reasons that you do not need dedicated retargeting campaigns. 1, by separating out your retargeting, you're making your ad account more complex and you're diluting your budget, which means the algorithm has less data to learn with. Number 2, Meta is automatically retargeting for you anyways, so you don't need to have your own separate campaign. 3, Meta is already showing your ads to people who are looking for similar products. This is another form of retargeting. So now you know that you don't need a dedicated retargeting campaign, but you still need to know how to create really fantastic prospecting campaigns. And that's where I come in. If you want me to design, write, and manage your ads so that you can scale your brand, click the link in the description below and book a free strategy call with me. And if you learned something today, make sure to check out my video where I walk through step-by-step how to properly test Facebook ads. I'll walk through the campaign structure that I just showed you in this video and talk about how to manage it on a day-to-day basis so you can get great results. Till next time.